Hey, I'm Jonathan with Acoustic Sounds in Salina, Kansas, and today we're going to be going over the new releases for April 18th, 2025. Our pullover QRP hoodies are back in stock, and all sizes are available, so if you've been waiting by the mailbox for one, you can get yours today at acousticsounds.com. New from the Verve Acoustic Sound series, Duke Ellington and Johnny Hodges, side by side. And this is a 33 1/3 single LP, 180-gram record, pressed at Quality Record Pressings and mastered by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab from the original Analogue tape. Up for pre-order this week from Analogue Productions, coming April 25th, Jethro Tull Benefit. And this is going to be a double album, a 45 RPM, 180-gram pressing, mastered by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab from flat tape copies of both the US and UK master tapes, and it will feature the original US track list, as well as a bonus track from the UK release, Alive and Well and Living In, and this will be plated and pressed at Quality Record Pressings. And there will be an SACD available of this with an arrival date yet to be announced. And then coming May 2nd, the next two titles from the Analogue Productions Atlantic 75 series, Dr. John, Dr. John's Gumbo, and this is mastered by Kevin Gray from the original Analogue master tape, and Bad Company, Burnin' Sky. And this one is mastered from a one-off tape copy by Ryan K. Smith, and both of these albums are plated and pressed at Quality Record Pressings on 180-gram vinyl, and will have SACDs with an arrival date yet to be announced. Coming May 23rd, from a Chesky, two new limited one-step pressings, John Pizzarelli, My Blue Heaven, and Sam Yahel, Mike Moreno, Air Hoeing, and Seamus Blake, Jazz Side of the Moon. Shipping sometime in May from Audionauts, various artists, Audionauts Recordings, a selection from the original masters, a 15th anniversary limited edition. And then from the Concord Craft OJC series, we're going to be seeing a couple titles over the next few months. In May, the Bill Evans Trio, Moonbeams, and Interplay. In June, we'll see Wayne Shorter, introducing Wayne Shorter, Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky, Lee Morgan, Here's Lee Morgan. In July, we'll see Ken McIntyre and Eric Dolphy, Looking Ahead, and Benny Golson, Gone with Golson. And all of these titles are analog mastered from the original tapes by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, and will be plated and pressed at RTI on 180-gram vinyl. And then coming from Mobile Fidelity, a new Ultradisc one-step, Joni Mitchell, Hejira, and this will be a limited numbered 180-gram, 45 RPM 2LP set, plated and pressed on MoFi Super Vinyl, and will be limited to one per customer per address. Additionally, from Mobile Fidelity, Stone Temple Pilots, Tiny Music, songs from the Vatican Gift Shop, and this will be available as a limited numbered double album at 45 RPM, as well as a hybrid stereo SACD, with an arrival date on both of those yet to be announced. Other titles in this week, from the Black Crowes Partnership, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, Live at the Greek, a 25th anniversary limited edition 6LP box set with a poster. From Deco, Angel, self-titled, a 50th anniversary edition. From Ipecac Recordings, Melvin's Thunderball. From Jackpot, Mississippi Fred McDowell, I Do Not Play No Rock and Roll, on midnight colored vinyl. From Jag Jaguar, Bon Iver, Sable Fable. From JMI Recordings, Myron Walden, Flutes and Strings, mastered by Scott Hull and pressed at Quality Record Pressings. From Legacy, two mono Bob Dylan titles, self-titled, and The Times They Are A-Changin'. And Celine Dion, Unison, on crystal clear vinyl with a booklet. From Matador, Julian Baker and Torres, Send a Prayer My Way. From Mississippi Records, Arvo Part, Silentium, on clear vinyl. From Modern Harmonic, June Tyson, Saturnian Queen of the Sun Ra Orchestra, on red vinyl with a book. From Music on Vinyl, Irma Thomas, Take a Look, and Bobby Hutcherson, Four Seasons. From Nonesuch, Rhiannon Giddens and Justin Robinson, What Did the Blackbird Say to the Crow? From the Owsley Stanley Foundation, various artists, Bears Sonic Journals, Sing Out, The Not Dead, the Berkeley Community Theater, April 25th, 1981. From Primary Wave Music, Henry Mancini, the Henry Mancini 100th Sessions, Henry Has Company, on hot pink vinyl. From RCA, Childish Gambino, Bando Stone and the New World. From Reprise, Neil Young, Coastal, the soundtrack. Few titles from Resonance, Sonny Rollins, Freedom Weaver, the 1959 European Tour, a 4LP box set. Art Tatum, Jewels in the Treasure Box, the 1953 Chicago Blue Note Jazz Club recordings. Emily Remler, Cookin' at the Queen's, live in Las Vegas. And Al Jarreau, Wow, live at the Child Herald. From the Reverb Appreciation Society, 2 King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard titles, live in Austin 24 on Neon Splatter vinyl, and Acoustic Gizzard Volume 2, live in San Diego on Splatter vinyl. From Sacred Bones Records, Rob and Carolyn, Nosferatu, original motion picture soundtrack on Oxblood Red vinyl with a poster. From Sub Pop, Tunde Adebimpe, The Black Bolts, a limited edition on clear with black and white vinyl. From Sun Records, Ian Hunter, Defiance Part 2, Fiction, on turquoise vinyl. From Chupzia Records, Galactic and Irma Thomas, Audience with the Queen, on clear with white smoke vinyl. From V2 Records, Heather Nova, Breath and Air, on green vinyl. From Vengeance, 4 Cramps titles, Smell of Female, on red vinyl. A Date with Elvis, on yellow vinyl. Stay Sick, on blue vinyl. And Big Beat from Badsville, on clear vinyl. And then from Warner Classics, various artists, Relaxing Piano. And now it's time for an employee pick, and this week's pick is coming from Wes over at QRP, and his pick is AC/DC. If you want blood, you've got it. One of the best sounding and clearest live recordings I've ever heard for a hard rock album. These recordings may even sound better than most of the studio versions. I always wished it was a double album because there's some other tracks I wish were on there, but nonetheless, a must-have for any hard rock fan. Thank you, Wes. Well, that is going to wrap up the new releases this week at Acoustic Sounds for April 18th, 2025. As always, everything you saw in the video today will be available on our website via links in the description below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the email newsletter in the footer of our website, and follow us on any social media platforms you use. We'll see you next week.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.